hello everybody. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Today has been interesting. We're going to get to this, and yeah, we're gonna get to this. We're gonna do this. All right. Today, we're gonna be talking about how to push yourself. How to push yourself. Push yourself in terms of do whatever you're scared of doing, do whatever you've always wanted to do, and you get into it, things like that. Just push yourself in general and things like that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to do that. I know that different people have different personalities. Some people may take this as, okay, this is my normal personality. Some people may take it as not necessarily, and I'm not really like this. But we're going to just get to a few points about how to push yourself, and yes, we can get to it. All right. Okay, so the first one that I put down is to do whatever is uncomfortable for you to do. So, I mean, in terms of uncomfortable, I mean at least something good, not bad things uncomfortable. Good things comfortable. Good things uncomfortable. Let's say you want to do this, or anytime, like, let's say it's something good, it's something beneficial in life. Like, you're gonna learn from it. You're going to, it's just going to make you better in some way, and you want to do it, but you're not really getting to it, and you feel anytime you think about it, you're feeling this heart jump. Your heart is skipping. Things like that. Things like that. Anytime it's feeling like that, you just need to know that whatever it is, do whatever is uncomfortable. Do that thing that is uncomfortable for you. Let your heart hurt. Let your heart skip. Things like that. So in general, this for me personally is just, I mean, you would thank yourself for this. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, just do it. If it's gonna hurt, just do it. Like, I remember a few years back when I actually used to be, I mean, it started like I didn't used to really be scared of public speaking, but later, middle age of my life, puberty and all those stuff like that, when you're growing up and stuff, and then you start being kind of scared, or your heart starts skipping and all those kind of things. So I remember when it first started, when I used to be shy of public speaking, or I'll just be shy of speaking in front of people, I'll just be feeling this one kind of feeling, and it used to irritate me so much, because I'll be like, just relax, don't feel like that, don't feel like that. But I'll still get there, maybe stand in front of people, and my voice will be shaking. I'll be feeling somehow. So one day I just decided, like, I won't say I was mad at myself, but I was kind of annoyed, and I really wanted to change it so bad. So I said, okay, I'm going to, this thing that is making your heart skip and beat, you're going to face it, and your heart is going to skip and beat 100 beats. And if it needs to do that, it's going to do that, and you're going to get better at this. That was my take on that. That's how I pushed myself. So what I did was, I made it a thing for whenever I'm in class, I would just, even if I did not have a question, I would find a question, I will raise up my hand, and I'll ask the question. So that was the first step I was taking to getting used to speaking in front of many people. I wasn't necessarily in front of them while in a class setting, but that's how I started. I'll make it a thing, like every class. I did not care whatever was thinking, like, make it a thing, like every class. So even if it's not every class, but I'll try to think of, okay, I have a question, I'll raise up my hand and I'll ask it. When I first started that, it felt so uncomfortable, like my heart would be feeling so, I don't even know, all these things that just happens in someone's life. But anyways, like, I'll be feeling so weird, but anyways, I overcame it, and I'll just get up, and I'll just sometimes, that's for getting up, but whenever I didn't need to get up, I'll just ask my question there. And I did this consistently, and I let my heart hurt, and all of a sudden it was much better. And a lot of times I'll be feeling so much more confident and so much better, and that's how I handled that part of my life. But let's not stay too much on this point, but just whatever you're uncomfortable doing, that's what you need to be doing. I mean, it doesn't mean that's not what you need to be doing, but whatever is good for you, that you actually want to do this, you actually want to get better, but it's uncomfortable, you're scared, there's a fear or anything like that, just push yourself and do that thing. Do it. Just do it. Start small. If it's talking to somebody you're shy to talk to, start small. Look at them, smile. I don't know however it works, but whatever it is, do whatever you're comfortable doing. At least that is good things. Don't be doing bad things. Good things, uncomfortable, are things that are beneficial in life and will help. Great. Let's get to the next point. The next one is that, remember that you can always learn and grow in terms of how to push yourself. Like, whenever you're you're feeling like, okay, no, I can't do this, I can't do this, remember that there's always room for learning, and you can't limit yourself. You can always learn and grow. There's no knowledge that is lost. Like, whatever it is, what if during your day you're thinking, oh, let me go and try this, or let me go and do this, or let me do this by myself, and your heart is telling you, you've never done it before, you don't know how to do it. Do you want to embarrass yourself, or do you want to not, do you want to mess things up, whatever. And that's kind of how I am. And these days, whatever that makes my heart beat, in terms of, maybe I think of, wow, this would be nice to try, and then my heart is like, I'm like, nope. You just put yourself into this, because that is exactly what you're going to try and do. Your heart is going to hurt until it stops hurting. That's how it works. So whatever it is that you think you're trying to do, just like the first point, but this one, remember that you can always learn and grow. So a quick example about this was the other day. My tires were kind of low, and I've never really gone to put air into it by myself. I've done it with somebody before, but I've never really gone to do it myself. And in my head I was like, okay, I need to go and do it, but I was also like, oh, like I can't really remember how to do it, honestly. Like, I know you remove the cover and the tire, you pump the air, and you can check the gauge, but just because I was feeling weird about it, I was like, no knowledge is lost. Like, let me just learn how to do this thing once and for all. Nobody cares if I learn how to do it or I don't learn how to do it, but for myself, I care, because I know no knowledge is lost. If one day something happens and I need to help somebody, I can help them. So to me, I always feel like no knowledge is lost. You can always learn and grow, and there's always things to do. So learn and grow. It doesn't mean you have to get yourself into things that you don't like, or it's not for you, or just because someone else is doing. But whatever it is, if it's not for you, then fine, it's not for you. But there are just some things in life you don't know until you try. So maybe your head is telling you like, oh, this would be so nice, but I've never really taken photography classes. I've never really taken this. I've never really done this. How can I do this good? What do people think? People think, oh, she's coming to do what she has not learned. Me, I went to school for 10 years. You are coming to come and do it like it's a hobby. It's not like that. If you want to try it, try it. You own your own life. That's just it. If you want to try it, try it. Nobody cares if you succeed or you don't succeed. Do it for yourself. Do it for whatever else that is your goal, to inspire others, whatever else it is. But make sure that you do it, okay? 7 minutes. This is not good. Let's finish. Next point. The thing about pushing yourself is that at some point, the last examples I gave are just like maybe one-time things, but it can help you in the future. But at some point, there are some things that are like long term, and in general, you just need to learn to keep going whenever it seems hard. So keep going when it seems like it's not working out. If you feel like you're not doing enough, you feel like you're not making progress, you feel like this is not for you. There are just some things. At least whatever you do, try to, even if you felt earlier like maybe, oh, it wasn't for you, or you're not doing well at it, just do it. Just just know that no knowledge is lost. Know that at the end of the day, it's either you learn from it, either you learn that something is for you, or you learn that it's not for you. Simple. To me, I feel no knowledge is lost. If I do something and I fail at it, if I do something and I don't fail at it, I know no knowledge is lost. I know that, okay, great, I know this works for me, or great, I now know that this does not work for me. So don't be afraid to hit walls. Don't be afraid to, when people say, oh, this or that, or when it seems like, nah, this is not possible, like, are you kidding, like, are you deceiving yourself, you can't do this, blah blah blah, whatever it is. I don't know, whatever is in your mind that you wanted to do, or you're trying to push yourself to do better, but just know that it's either you learn from it, it's either you learn that it's for you, or you learn that it's not for you. And if it's not for you, it's okay. There's no reason why you should, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and there's no reason why you should be hard. You should be hard on yourself for that, and that comes down to pushing yourself. It's good to push yourself to do whatever you really do feel like doing. But in terms of like, oh, let's say you realize that it's no longer for you, there's no harm. That, I mean, when you already tell yourself in your mind like, okay, I don't know if this doesn't work out, I would like to stop it or something. Don't feel bad about it from the get-go, because if you feel bad about it from the get-go, you're not going to keep progressing, whatever, no matter how small it is. The first time I was like, oh, let me be asking questions in class, I was feeling like, what am I doing? Like, oh, they'll think I'm crazy or whatever like that. It's not like that, just do it and you get comfortable and you thank yourself for it later. Like, later these things will be like easy peasy to you, I don't know whatever is in people's minds, but whatever it is, whatever it is that you're trying to do, just push yourself and do it, Yeah, just do that. Okay, the fifth one is keep going with the mindset that or is it fifth or fourth? I don't know. Keep going with the mindset that even if you don't do as well as you would like, it's okay. Like I said, if you don't do as well as you like, it's okay. You know, it's always okay. When if one door shuts, you know that okay, now this door is shut. You know that okay, it's one less door. I be how they say one less door to go. I be one door that has gone. You know that that door is shut. Now you know there are other doors. You know, so it's always good to know whatever you like to do or whatever you don't like to do. So no knowledge is lost. I just feel like no knowledge is lost. No progress is lost. Do whatever is uncomfortable for you. Do whatever is making your heart feel chin like, oh, I can't do this, so I can't do better, or things like that. You know, so I hope that those tips were great for you. And just in general, I just want to say that, you know, in general, life is short. You know, a lot of time, like things, people, God gives people different purposes. You know, everybody's purpose is not, oh, to do this, to do that, to become famous, to do succeed in that. Your purpose and your fulfillment can be as small as, oh, you bring your family to Christ, you help this person in the hard times of their life. Every purpose is different. Nobody's purpose is the same. So you can't be comparing yourself to others. In general, you can't compare yourself to others. And really, like I said, in general, with things you can learn, don't limit yourself to things you can learn, things you can grow in. No knowledge is lost. Like, why do you want to be a one all-knowing person when you could be all-knowing? You know, you're not all knowing, of course, you're not good, but when you could know more, when you could diversify yourself, when you could diversify yourself in things that will be beneficial for you in the future, that you can look back on and thank yourself, like, wow, I'm so glad I started this then. Nobody cares. If you are doing good, they don't care. If you are doing bad, they don't care. If you are doing good, sometimes they'll do like they care. They don't care. If you are doing bad, they don't care. You don't need to, you know, like everybody's path is different. So whatever it is that is your path, find it, or whatever it is, and, you know, help people around you as well. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Even though this ones that I'm doing this video, I'm just learning, you know, everything like that. So things like that. So just push yourself, whatever it is that you're comfortable doing and you feel like you do want to try, you do want to do, try it. If you're not good, you're not good. If you're good, you're good, you know, things like that. So I hope that those tips were helpful. Yeah, just no one, I mean, in general, just push yourself. Don't push yourself, but like I said, don't pressure yourself in terms of, or already think from the get-go like, oh, if I don't do well, if I don't finish this book, if I don't finish this thing, if I don't do well enough, oh my god, it's going to be so bad, they're going to be disappointed in me. Not really. If you don't do it, you don't do it. If you do it, you do it, you know. So things like that. So just, if you have that mindset, you're more able to push yourself and try things, because you know that if it works, it works. Like normally I mean, that's why I said from the beginning, people's personalities are different, but the type of person I am is like, sometimes I'm really excited about something, really like, oh my god, like this is my new hobby, like this is what I love to do, and then I'll be doing it, and then 2 weeks after I'm like, I'm tired, honestly. And I know some people, like, they're not necessarily like that, and some people are like that, and to me personally, I feel like if I'm tired, it's okay, you know. So anyways, I hope that those tips were good, just about how to push yourself and be more out there, and you know, whatever you're uncomfortable doing, put yourself in situations that you actually be more uncomfortable, and let your heart hurt. It's going to get better. It's always going to get better. So I don't know if there's anything else to add. What else? Oh, there's this journal. Okay, I think I'll talk about that later. We can talk about that later. We can talk about people. We can talk about in terms of people and, you know, things and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, forget about those. But in general, I hope that these tips were helpful in terms of pushing yourself, and just, you know, put yourself, you don't need to put yourself out there. Not everybody's purpose is put yourself out there, honestly, and it's sometimes nerve-wracking, but definitely everybody has a different purpose. Whatever it is, don't be scared to try new grants. If you don't try, you never know if it works. If you don't do this, you never know how good it could get, you know. So push yourself, and I hope that these tips were helpful. So thank you for watching. And I know Son was asking about these earrings earlier. There's a charity called HFU, Hope First Charity. I'm going to link their website below. They have wonderful African necklaces and different countries and things like that, necklaces, earrings and stuff. So yes, so you could get some of those. And yeah, I hope that you have a really wonderful rest of the day, week and everything. And yeah, thank you and bye, and I appreciate you.